The Lost City of Aerilon, full non-chapter story approximately equals 2,000 words. Arsalan had always felt that the world was hiding something from him, something ancient, powerful, and full of secrets. Even as a young boy growing up in a simple village surrounded by green fields and a quiet sky, he felt a strange pull toward the unknown. His grandfather, an old man with soft eyes and endless wisdom, always told him about forgotten cities and mysterious kingdoms that once existed before time began. The one name that always echoed in Arsalan's mind was Aerilon, a city of eternal light, a place where magic and science lived side by side, where humans once touched the stars. People said the city vanished thousands of years ago, swallowed by time, but Arsalan never believed it was truly gone. He always felt as if some invisible hand was guiding him toward it. One day, while cleaning his grandfather's old trunk after his passing, Arsalan found a tightly rolled parchment wrapped in a sun-shaped seal. The moment he touched it, a strange warmth spread through his fingers. Curious and trembling slightly, he unrolled it and discovered a map. But it was no ordinary map. It glowed softly, as if it were breathing. Strange symbols and runes circled around one golden point marked, Gateway of Aerilon. Arsalan whispered the name under his breath, and instantly the runes lit up, one by one, casting a blue shimmer around the room. A whisper filled the air, distant but clear, saying, "Find us before they do." Arsalan's heart pounded. He looked around the room, but no one was there. The voice felt ancient, urgent, and dangerous. He quickly rolled the map back and hid it in his shirt, unsure of what would happen next. The very next morning, a tall stranger arrived in the village. Wrapped in a dark cloak, with a hood hiding most of his face, the man went door to door asking a single question: "Has anyone found an ancient map recently?" His voice was sharp and cold like steel. When he reached Arsalan's house, his eyes locked onto Arsalan with a chilling intensity. "What is your name, boy?" "Arsalan," he said, trying not to show fear. The man smiled faintly. "Your grandfather was a keeper." Arsalan frowned. "A what?" The stranger leaned closer. "A guardian of Aerilon. He protected the map you now hold." Arsalan's breath caught. How did this man know? Before he could react, the stranger whispered, "Give it to me." Arsalan stepped back. "I don't have any map." The stranger's smile vanished. "I will find it. And when I do, nothing will stop me." He walked away, but Arsalan knew he wasn't done. That night, Arsalan couldn't sleep. The map felt heavy in his pocket, not in weight but in destiny. He knew staying in the village was no longer safe. If this stranger truly wanted the map, then others probably did too. Before dawn, Arsalan quietly packed a small bag, water, bread, rope, and the old compass his grandfather gave him, and slipped away toward the Eldrin Mountains, the direction shown on the glowing map. The journey was harsh. Days passed through dry valleys and rocky paths. Nights were cold and lonely. But the map guided him. Every time he looked at it, new paths appeared as if the map was drawing itself in real time. After 3 days, Arsalan reached the foot of the Eldrin Mountains. Enormous peaks touched the clouds, and strange lights flickered at their tops. People always feared these mountains, but Arsalan felt a strange sense of belonging. On the first night in the mountains, Arsalan rested inside a narrow cave. As he lit a small fire, the air trembled. A soft blue glow filled the cave and formed into a transparent figure, an ancient guardian spirit. Arsalan froze, unable to speak. The spirit spoke, "You carry the map of truth. But Aerilon reveals itself only to the worthy." Arsalan swallowed. "How do I prove myself?" The spirit's eyes glowed brighter. "You must pass 3 trials: courage, wisdom, and heart. Fail any one, and the path closes forever." Arsalan breathed deeply and nodded. "I accept." The first trial began at dawn. Arsalan found himself standing in a valley filled with thick fog. A deep roar echoed, shaking the air. Suddenly, a massive creature emerged, a guardian beast, half lion, half eagle, with blazing golden eyes. It roared, and the ground cracked beneath its claws. Arsalan wanted to run, but the spirit's words echoed in his mind, "Only courage reveals the truth." Heart pounding, he forced himself to walk toward the beast. Each step felt like a mountain. The beast's breath was hot and wild, but Arsalan didn't stop. Finally, the beast lowered its great head and knelt before him. The fog vanished, leaving clear skies. Arsalan had passed the first trial. The second trial appeared moments later when Arsalan reached a glowing stone temple carved into the mountain. Inside, he found a massive door with 3 rotating rings etched with symbols, stars, runes, and moon phases. A whisper echoed, "Open the path with the truth." Arsalan studied the rings carefully. He noticed the smallest ring always aligned with the sun, the middle one with constellations drawn on the map, and the largest one with the phases of the moon. Carefully aligning them all, the door opened with a deep rumble. A warm beam of light touched his face. The trial of wisdom was complete. The third trial was the most painful. Arsalan suddenly found himself standing before a devastating illusion, his village burning, his family crying out for help, flames swallowing everything he loved. A voice echoed, "To reach Aerilon, you must leave your home behind. Forever." Tears filled Arsalan's eyes. His heart twisted painfully. But after a moment, he whispered, "No. Aerilon's truth must protect my home, not demand its sacrifice." The illusion dissolved instantly. The spirit appeared again, smiling. "Your heart is pure. You have passed." As the ground trembled, the mountain walls slowly parted, revealing a glowing valley hidden between the peaks. Arsalan gasped. There it was, the lost city of Aerilon. Tall crystal towers shimmered like living light. Bridges floated in midair, and water flowed upward like rising rivers. The air hummed with magic. Arsalan walked slowly, overwhelmed by the beauty and mystery around him. Suddenly, a group of tall, radiant beings appeared, ancient citizens of Aerilon. Their leader stepped forward and said, "Welcome, Arsalan. We have waited for the map holder for centuries." Arsalan bowed. "Why me?" The leader replied, "Because you possess courage, wisdom, and a heart untouched by greed. You can restore balance to our world." The leader raised his hand, revealing a glowing orb, the heart of Aerilon, source of all its power. But before anything more could happen, a blast shook the city. The stranger had arrived with armed men. His cloak flew behind him as he marched forward. Finally, he shouted, "Aerilon will belong to me." Arsalan stepped in front of the heart. "I won't let you take it." The stranger laughed mockingly. "You are just a boy." But the heart of Aerilon pulsed, sending a wave of energy into Arsalan. Light surrounded him. His eyes glowed. Power surged through him like living fire. The stranger attacked, but Arsalan's newfound energy shielded him. With a single movement of his hand, a burst of brilliant light blasted the stranger backward, sending his men fleeing in terror. The city lights brightened as if celebrating its new protector. Arsalan slowly descended to the ground as the radiant beings bowed before him. "You saved Aerilon," their leader said. "The heart has chosen you. You are now its guardian." Arsalan felt both awe and responsibility. "Can I return home?" he asked softly. The leader nodded. "Yes. But Aerilon will always call you when the world needs you." Arsalan looked back at the glowing towers before leaving the hidden valley. When he returned to his village at sunrise, everything looked peaceful. His mother hugged him with tears in her eyes. "Where were you?" Arsalan smiled faintly. "I found something important, something that will protect us all." He kept the truth hidden in his heart. Life returned to normal, but Arsalan knew he was no longer the same boy who left. He was now the guardian of Aerilon, chosen by destiny. And though he lived quietly, he knew adventure would call him again, because Aerilon, glowing and eternal, waited for its guardian beyond the mountains.